It is a singular irony that McCain's astonishing blunder, his first one that is, yesterday, on the basic chronology of events in Iraq was edited out by CBS News, neither correcting nor even reporting his mistake to its millions of viewers. It came on the same day that the McCain camp made its strongest push yet to claim that the media is biased against him. Strangely, when Couric asked McCain specifically about how his own web video alleging media bias existed, McCain said he doesn't think he's getting unfair coverage. Not only did CBS remove McCain's inaccurate statement about Iraq, it actually substituted for it part of a McCain answer to the previous question. You just saw the Q&A as it happened before our interview with Chris Hayes. Here's how it aired after CBS spliced in a standard McCain slogan from before Couric's question, then cut back to his actual answer, a cut that viewers could not have spotted because CBS covered the editing with a still picture of General Petraeus, as you will see here.
Senator Obama says while the increased number of U.S. troops contributed to increased security in Iraq, he also credits the Sunni awakening and the Shiite government going after militias and says that there might have been improved security even without the surge. What's your response to that?
Senator Obama has indicated by his failure to acknowledge the success of the surge that he would rather lose a war than lose a campaign.
Question 15, answer 14. Today we asked CBS News whether it is accepted practice for the network to alter interviews by swapping answers from different questions. CBS News responded, quote, "No, we are not happy about it, but mistakes happen." CBS declined to answer whether anyone there even realized that McCain had misspoken in the unedited version of the interview. Despite benefiting from the CBS mistake, the McCain campaign continues to work the ref, complaining about Obama's current media attention as if America's first black presidential candidate meeting with foreign leaders was somehow not major news, mocking the media that do cover McCain with luggage tags labeled JV Squad. Well, McCain does what exactly that the media should cover? First, he canceled today's news conference, and then after announcing a visit to an oil rig in the Gulf tomorrow, he canceled that too, as if John McCain facing down a hurricane somehow wouldn't be news. Let's turn now to MSNBC political analyst Rachel Maddow, host of her own program weeknights on Air America Radio. Rachel, good evening.
Hi, Keith.
The McCain campaign seems to be banking on this strange notion that fair coverage means you give every candidate exactly the same amount of time, exactly the same amount of positive coverage, etc., rather than applying the same standards for amount and quality of coverage to both candidates. Is that essentially what's going on here, or is it just that rich right-wingers open their wallets when they hear the phrase media bashing?
What we know about the McCain campaign is that the candidate has some issues, and mixing up Sunni and Shia in Iraq and mixing up the basic facts of the surge, as you've been reporting, those are problems with the candidate. There are also really big problems with the campaign in terms of message discipline, in terms of being able to fill a room around the candidate, in terms of the colors they choose for his backdrops, in terms of making decisions like putting him in a golf cart with Poppy Bush while they know that Senator Obama will be pictured in a helicopter alongside General Petraeus. The campaign is not doing a service to Senator McCain, regardless of how good he is as a candidate. So they've decided to go with the most fundamental, basic, simple thing that any Republican campaign can do, which is to complain about the media. It's been a right-wing and Republican tactic for way too long.
But he repeatedly has called the media his base, and obviously there's some bit of joke to that, but there's also got to be some truth to it. Now, we know there was an anti-Gore bias admitted to by many parts of the media in 2000. The John Kerry Swift boating story could not have happened without the media's complicity on this. Is there any real argument to be made that there is a political bias in the media right now towards Barack Obama, or did he just corner the market on interesting stories?
Newsworthiness is what gets you covered as news. And the basic facts here are that Barack Obama is new and John McCain has been running for president for a very, very long time. And so he is going to get more coverage because everything he does is going to be more newsworthy. But the way that you counteract that is not by getting off the plane in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, as Senator McCain did yesterday, not having announced in advance that you were going to be there, not speaking to the few reporters who did show up, who landed there to receive you on the tarmac, and then showing up at an event in Wilkes-Barre and only having half the room filled when you didn't announce in advance what it was that you were going to be discussing. You might as well call people to film you knitting at home. He needs to do something newsworthy if he wants to complain credibly about not getting news coverage.
Yeah, if the campaign is a knock-knock joke, you're not going to get coverage. A question about CBS. We have that statement at last. Mistakes happen. Should we be considering here the possibility that a legendary news institution did not deliberately bury a McCain gaffe, but that it either didn't know about the chronology on the Anbar awakening relative to the surge, or didn't want to bother its viewers with, complicated facts?
The thing that most worries me about what CBS did is that they decided to cut to a question where McCain led with this allegation that Barack Obama wants to lose the war for political purposes. What they felt like was more important than John McCain's big newsworthy gaffe on Iraq was an allegation essentially that Barack Obama is a traitor, and they wanted to make sure they got that in. That's what bothers me the most.
Rachel Maddow of MSNBC, Air America, and of course, the evil liberal media. Thank you, fellow evil person.
Thank you, Keith.